I've been a canine handler for about 9 years now. My partner is a 4-year-old German Shepherd named Rex. He's trained in tracking and narcotics detection, and he's solid, steady, dependable. He's never let me down. We've searched warehouses, cleared abandoned houses, worked in pitch-black woods in the middle of the night. He doesn't spook easily. That's why what happened that night still sticks with me. We were called in to assist with a house search after a foot pursuit. A suspect had run a few blocks, cutting through backyards, then disappeared. One house had a side gate standing open and the back door unlocked. Neighbors reported hearing what sounded like a struggle in the yard. Patrol had cleared the first floor, but they weren't confident the house was secure. I took Rex inside on a short leash and gave the search command. He went to work immediately. Living room clear, kitchen clear, laundry room clear. Then we headed upstairs. There was a narrow hallway, 3 bedrooms and a bathroom at the end. The windows were shut, no air moving. We'd been told the homeowners were out of town. First bedroom clear, second bedroom clear. Then Rex pulled straight toward the bathroom. He sniffed along the floor, around the vanity, nothing unusual. Then he froze. His ears shot up, body rigid. A low growl started in his chest and within seconds turned into sharp, aggressive barking. He was staring past the bathroom, down the hallway. I eased back and looked. At the far end of the hall, near the last bedroom, I saw a tall, dark figure standing perfectly still. It didn't look like any officer I knew. I announced myself, loud and clear. No response. Rex was pulling backward now, like he didn't want to go any farther. Then the figure turned and walked into the last bedroom. I knew there were no other officers upstairs at that moment. I radioed that I might have the suspect in the last room and called for backup to come up. I tried to move Rex forward, but he planted his paws into the floor. His eyes. I'd never seen that kind of fear in him. It was like he couldn't understand why I was pushing him toward something he wanted no part of. I drew my weapon and entered the room. It was empty, just a bed and a dresser, window locked, closet empty, no attic access, no hiding spots. The other officers came up. We checked the walls, re-cleared the bathroom, went over every inch of that floor. Nothing. The strangest part? Rex refused to step into that room. He stopped at the doorway and wouldn't cross the threshold, like something was in there that we just couldn't see. Once we left the house, he settled down some, but I've never seen him react like that before, or since. People can say it was a shadow, stress, my imagination. I don't know. All I know is I trust that dog more than I trust my own instincts sometimes. And that night, he was telling me something was there. The second incident happened when I was 21, fresh out of the academy, working nights in a small rural town. One night, a brutal storm rolled through. Power outages everywhere, streets flooding. Around 2 a.m., dispatch received a call from a man claiming he had been kidnapped and was being held inside a house. The call cut off abruptly. When dispatch tried calling back, no answer. My partner Chris and I responded. The entire neighborhood was blacked out. The house looked run down, knee-high grass, windows covered by overgrown bushes. The door opened and a man stepped out. He was sweating, nervous. Said it must have been a pocket dial. We didn't buy it. We got a warrant and went in. The house was filthy, trash piled up everywhere. But one room stood out. Children's toys arranged neatly, oversized dolls propped up carefully, women's clothing folded and organized.
The rest of the house was chaos, but that room was different. We headed for the basement. The man kept insisting there was nothing down there. The stairs creaked under our weight. It was pitch dark. From behind a closed door, we heard something. I drew my weapon and opened it. Inside was a man in terrible condition, emaciated. He'd been missing for months, held captive down there. He had managed to call 911 when he got access to a phone. When we brought him upstairs, he was so traumatized his voice had changed. Dispatch had said the caller sounded like a young girl. Maybe he'd been forced to speak that way for so long that it stuck. I don't know. We arrested the suspect. The victim went to the hospital. Case closed. But that voice and that house, they still echo in my head. Night shift exposes you to a lot. Domestic disputes, crashes, overdoses. Most calls start to blur together after a while, but some nights brand themselves into your memory. One more night, around 2:30 a.m., we got a 911 hang-up. A neighbor reported hearing a woman scream next door. I was on scene in 5 minutes. The street was quiet, light rain falling. The front door of the house was slightly open. I called for backup, but it was going to take time. I pushed the door open and stepped inside. The living room was neat, no signs of a struggle. In the kitchen, a glass of water sat on the table like someone had just been there. I announced, "Police department." No response. In that silence, all I could hear was my own breathing and the rain outside. And I had the distinct feeling that I wasn't alone in that house.